Well, as Kathleen works, we're just kind of going to meander around the studio and look at some of the things that keeps her ticking and makes her mind so fertile and gives us these wonderful images that we're beginning to see evolve. Work in progress, huh?
Yes. Almost finished, but I'm doing all the little touches that need to sort of bring it to life, to sparkle, to have more of an immediacy to it.
How long have you been working on that project?
Well, it's been on the easel for about a week, but you know, I only paint for a couple hours at a time, so I would say I could finish, like I've always said to people, I could finish a painting in a matter of a couple days, but it took 40 years to be able to do that, so.
Oh, the 40-year moment?
Yeah, the 40-year moment. It's like 40 years, you know, it took me 40 years to be successful, so that's what the truth is.
Well, it's interesting being in your gallery and you're working and I'm just wandering around seeing all this color and all these different stages of your creativity, you know, and I know this is just a little bit of it because the rest of it is in the mind of the artist, you know, which is always seems to be working on more than one thing at a time.
Well, yeah, so it's I'm constantly thinking about what I'm going to do next. I'm like thinking about, for instance, the piece of the young girl. Who does she connect with? How does she self-discover? What do I need to add to that painting as a sort of a compositional setup or informational? Do I want a collage? Do I want to put words in it? That happens sometimes I have to just sort of sit and study different things that I'd like to incorporate into the piece. I go onto my computer and I do research on gypsies or research on certain flowers that I want to put in them or what those flowers mean, and why would I choose that kind of flower to put into that piece. And so
I see there's a lot of decisions going on all the time,
constantly.
all with meaning. So let me ask you this. So as an artist, and me as not an artist, so when you paint an oceanscape or tumultuous clouds, and you don't have all these characters and people, what resonates in there and brings that forth? Where's that coming from?
It's always my personal experience with whatever it is, like, you know, remembering what it was like to be sitting at the ocean and the feelings that I have when I'm there, the breezes, the water, the smells, the people that I was with. I remember things, so when I'm doing an ocean scene, that's what I'm thinking about. If I'm watching the clouds, it's about maybe a sunset that was very personal and I was with somebody that I loved, or it's all about those kinds of things. My personal experience is what relates to each and every canvas that I create.
So do you name sunsets or seascapes?
Yes, but they're not so much, they're not quite as significant as the paintings about the stories of women, because that's been my passion in life, is to use the female figure or form as my muse, because it's been my personal story. You know, my growth as a woman from the time I was a child to being a mother, from a mother to being women's liber, to being enchanted with the goddess culture, to finally coming around to, you know, calming down and having a little bit of balance of my masculine and my feminine energies.
Well, it sounds like you have endless opportunities to me, and they're so wonderfully executed.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.